Hello, how can I assist you today?
Hi, I welcome you to the innovational ecosystem of Sukast K, Innovation Incubation and Entrepreneurship Center Sukast K. Here we nurture young minds towards the arena of innovation, incubation and entrepreneurship. Where recently we have been awarded the top ranked incubator of JNK among all 12 incubation centers. And we always are abuzz with lot of incubational activity, innovation activity. And recently we are having an innovation mela, more than 100 innovators from across J&K UT. They participate with their innovational models where they showcase their innovative minds to solve the societal problems.
We registered Cashwet Innovations Private Limited as a company, and we formulated, manufactured, and now commercialized these mineral supplements, these feed supplements, and concentrate feeds. And ultimately, it's a well mature startup this time under the incubation of Sikhi Center of Coast Kashmir.
So my name is Jahangir Amir Lon. I am one of the co-founder of this Rice Batik company, and he's Sajid Noor, my friend. He's one of the founder of this startup, that is a rice batik startup. Actually, we have actually developed a starch-free rice cooker for diabetic patients.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। मैं मोहम्मद ज़िया भट्ट और ये मेरे साथ है इशफात मुश्ताक 8 से फयाज एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट से। तो ये जो मॉडल है इसका टाइटल है कंसेप्चुअल मॉडल ऑफ कोलिजन वार्निंग लाइट्स फॉर ब्लाइंड कर्व्स। क्या होता है कि ब्लाइंड कर्व से बहुत सारे एक्सीडेंट्स होते हैं। 1.5 लाख लोग जो होते हैं वो मरते हैं इंडिया में एनुअली रोड एक्सीडेंट्स की वजह से। और ये जो वो ज़्यादातर जो है ब्लाइंड कर्व्स पे ही मतलब एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है। तो उसी के उसी मतलब लॉस ऑफ लाइफ को कम करने के लिए है। तो जब यहाँ से एक गाड़ी आएगी तो ये जो IR मॉड्यूल सेंसर है ये गाड़ी को डिटेक्ट करेगा। और ये जो है यहाँ रेड LEDs लगी हुई है, ये रेड LEDs जो है ये ग्लो हो जाएगी। और ये जो बजर है DC बजर ये भी बीप करेगा और इस गाड़ी जो यहाँ से आ रही है इसको पता चलेगा कि वहाँ से एक गाड़ी आ रही है।
So I'm a student of Green Valley Education Institute, and here I am with two projects. This is a human robot. So this is a cost-effective human robot. As we know that the current human robots which we have, they are very costly. They are the cost of them are in lakhs, and each and everybody we know that the human robots are for the purpose to assist us or at airports or at malls. So we can't keep that much costly human robots for those purposes. For that we are making a cost-effective human robot under 10,000 rupees with the help of 3D printer.
इसमें मैंने बहुत सारी टेक्नोलॉजीज़ का यूज़ किया हुआ है। इसमें मैंने एक ये रीजनरेशन का टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ किया है। इसका मतलब है कि जितना हम ये फायर ब्रिगेड चलाएंगे उतना ये इस पर अपने को रिचार्ज करती जाएगी। इसमें यही कॉन्सेप्ट का यूज़ किया गया है। अब मैं आपको डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन दिखाता हूँ। आप देखिए ग्रीन लाइट वहाँ से ग्लो हो रही है, इसका मतलब बैटरी चार्ज हो रही है। जब हम ये नीचे रख के चलाएंगे, किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे चलाएंगे, जितना एक कार चलेगी उतना ही अपने को चार्ज करते जाएगी। ये एक स्केल मॉडल है पूरा फायर ब्रिगेड का। आजकल की जितनी भी इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स है उसमें ये चीज़ डेवलप नहीं हुई है। उसमें रीजनरेटिव ब्रेकिंग है, जो खाली ब्रेक के वक्त ये रीजनरेट करती है एनर्जी। इसमें ये कंप्लीट ये हर टाइम रीजनरेट कर रही होती है एनर्जी। अब मैं आपको उसको डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन थोड़ा दिखाना चाहता हूँ। ये देखिए,
This model can help those people in accessing medicine, learning few basic first aid tips, and also getting recommendation of medicines when they are ill, like when they are suffering from fever. This model works on two principles. The first is voice recognition and recording, which is implanted on the upper stage, and the lower stage deals with the driving skills. It works with the help of this remote. And it also works on voice command, like I will say how to apply bandage. Or I will say fever medicine. Fever medicine. This model is in its base stage and it could be modified even more in future.
So hello everyone, I am Siddharth from Doon School Srinagar, and today I'll be talking about my project, which is a safety device for people who sleepwalk. My project consists of two very parts. The first is the pressure sensor resistor and the second part is the bell sensor. This works on the pressure on the mechanism of pressure sensing. This sensor, which is placed on the pressure point of the foot, will get pressed once the patient will get up in the sleep during the night, and this will get pressed in this way, creating a buzzing alarm. This buzzing alarm will therefore wake up the patient or either aware the family members about the issue.
Our project is name is the AgriSmart Next Generation Integrated Farming System for Sustainable Development in Agriculture. And in this project, we have combined many sectors. And the first one is aquaponics, in which we have installed a solar panel. और इस सोलर पैनल के थ्रू हम क्या करेंगे, इससे जो है मोटर्स से जो है वो पानी चढ़ेगा एंड इट विल बी ये फिश के लिए होगा, और जो फिश अमोनिया सीक्रेट करेंगे वही वाटर सप्लाई के थ्रू जो है इन क्रॉप्स को जाएगा, ताकि जो नीड है क्रॉप्स की वो भी फुलफिल हो जाए, एंड जो इनका जो प्रोडक्ट है वो वापस आ जाके वो वाटर मछलियों में मतलब फिश में जो है वापस यूज़ किया जाएगा. एंड डिटॉक्सिफायर्स हमने इसमें इंस्टॉल किए हैं ताकि जो यूज़फुल न्यूट्रिएंट्स है वो कहीं रुके ना, एंड हमने इसमें सेंसर्स का भी यूज़ किया है ताकि हम मॉइस्चर कंटेंट को है जो वो भी चेक कर सके. एंड ऑल्सो हमने इसमें वाटर स्ट्रीम लगाई है जिससे कि वाटर मतलब इन तक पहुँचे.
I'm Ayan Abbas from class 10 Blue representing Tyndall Bisco School. So today my project is vertical farming using solar energy. So as we all have seen on news these days, many people are using vertical farms in their homes and production units. But the only problem with this type of farming is the electricity cost. To solve this problem, we are going to use solar panels, which are going to help us in reducing these costs. But on cloudy days, these panels might not work on their full potential. For those days, we can use the battery backup that is also powered by the same solar panel.
Good afternoon, I am Hadeel. I'm from class 8 and today I'm here on behalf of the Mallinson Girls School. My topic for today is Smart Torch for blind people. So, what I mean by smart torch is its capability to beep using a buzzer and vibrate using a vibratory motor whenever the ultrasonic sensor senses any obstacle. So the items utilized in my project are an Arduino, the microcontroller, an ultrasonic sensor that senses the obstacles, the buzzer, the vibratory motor, a 9-volt battery, and a torch. To make this torch, first we need to set up the circuit, and then attaching the circuit to the torch, and then setting up the switch with this circuit, and the torch will start working. So here is the working of the torch. Whenever the object comes near the ultrasonic sensor, the torch starts beeping and it even starts vibrating. So the current distance I've kept for the ultrasonic sensor to sense the objects is 100 centimeter, but it's definitely adjustable, so we can adjust this anytime.
Hello everyone, I am Sheikh Anzar Amin. I am the student of Government Higher Secondary School, Fatehgarh. The problem we have identified the community problem that in Kashmir in winters we use gas heaters. Gas heaters से जो है mainly 3 problems होती है: कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड इमिशन, LPG लीकेज, और जब टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा हो जाता है रूम में, फिर हम गर्म कमरे से सर्द एरिया की ओर जाते हैं, हमें एक्सपोजर हो जाता है, हम बीमार पड़ जाते हैं. तो हमने जो सोल्यूशन बनाया है ऑटोमेटिक गैस रेगुलेटर, इसमें हमने 3 सेंसर्स का यूज़ किया है. एक सेंसर जो है वो कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड को डिटेक्ट करेगा, दूसरा सेंसर LPG को डिटेक्ट करेगा, और तीसरा सेंसर जो है टेम्परेचर को डिटेक्ट करेगा. जब कमरे में कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड की कंसनट्रेशन डेंजरस लेवल से ज़्यादा हो जाएगी, जो कि 657 पार्ट्स पर मिलियन है, उससे ज़्यादा जैसे ही कंसंट्रेशन हो जाएगी, ऑटोमेटिकली जो है ये रेगुलेटर ऑफ हो जाएगा, यहाँ से बजर और रेड एलईडी ऑन हो जाएगा। और यहाँ से हमारे पास एलसीडी है जिसमें हमारे पास गैस की कंडीशंस आ जाएगी कि गैस में अगर रूम में गैस ज़्यादा है या गैस की कंडीशन नॉर्मल है या डेंजरस है। और जब एलपीजी लीकेज होगा उस टाइम पे भी ये ऑटोमेटिकली ऑफ हो जाएगा, रेड एलईडी और बजर साथ में ऑन हो जाएगा। इसके बगैर अगर फिर नॉर्मल स्टेट से तो उस टाइम ग्रीन एलईडी, और यहाँ से हमारे पास जो एलसीडी है उसमें ये दिखाएगा कि आप जो है गैस हीटर जो है वो हमारा सेफ है। और टाइम टू टाइम हमें ये एलपीजी की कंसंट्रेशन, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड की कंसंट्रेशन और टेम्परेचर कितना है रूम में ये हमें एलसीडी पे शो करेगा।
My name is Abrar Ahmed Rishi. I am from Crescent Public School from 7th class. मैंने ये प्रोजेक्ट ड्राइवर्स के लिए बनाया है जिसका नाम ब्लिंक सेफ ऑटोनॉमस ड्राइवर अलर्ट है। ये प्रोजेक्ट जो ड्राइवर्स है उनको एक्सीडेंट से बचाता है अगर वो कभी ड्राइविंग करते करते सो जाता है। तो ये जो मेरा जो प्रोजेक्ट है इसमें मैंने एक IR सेंसर का इस्तेमाल किया है जो डिटेक्ट करता है हमेशा जो एक फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड ड्यूरेशन को कैलकुलेट करता रहता है ये ड्राइवर के ब्लिंक्स को। जब इसको लगता है कि ड्राइवर की जो आई है वो 3 सेकंड से ज़्यादा के लिए बंद हो गई, वो ऑर्डिनो यूनो को यहाँ पर सिग्नल भेजता है जो रिले की मदद से इंजन को बंद कर देता है। और ड्राइवर को जगाने के लिए इसमें बजर और जो स्पेक्टिकल्स में वाइब्रेटर है इसको ऑन कर देता है। सेंसर है जिसका नाम फ्लेम अलर्ट गैस सेंसर है। इसमें MQ2 सेंसर लगा हुआ है जो किसी भी फ्लेमेबल गैस को डिटेक्ट करके हमें बताता है कि गैस लीकेज हो रही है कहीं पर। अब अगर कोई रेस्टोरेंट है, कोई घर में गैस लीकेज हो जाती है, डोमेस्टिक प्रॉपर्टी जो होती है या कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी, उनको उनमें अगर कोई गैस लीकेज हो जाती है तो हमें ये बाजार की वजह से बता देता है। इसमें मेरा फ्यूचर स्कोप है कि मैं इसमें GSM मॉड्यूल लगाऊं और वो बाकी लोगों को SMS करके या फिर फ़ोन करके इस बारे में इन्फॉर्म कर सकता है।
Today I made this project for farmers security. It is not for farmers. ये खाली farmers के लिए नहीं है, हमें जहाँ पर भी सिक्योरिटी की ज़रूरत होगी हमें सिक्योरिटी कहीं पर भी लगा सकते हैं, घरों में जहाँ पर हमें LDR से कहीं से भी डिस्टर्ब होगी लेज़र लाइट, ये इंटरव्यू करेगा, कोई भी जानवर ये बीप करेगा, जो फार्मर होगा वो बाहर निकलेगा और देखेगा कि क्या हो रहा है बाहर।
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nima Mehraj. And I am Daima Ilyas from the campus of Crescent Public School, Naseem Bagh. Today we have made a model of precision irrigation system. In this type of irrigation, water is needed to the plants. It is directly given to the root nodules of the plants through the network of tubes, emitters, etc. There are lots and lots of benefits of it, like it reduces soil erosion, it increases crop yield, it conserves water, and so on. In this project, the main motive of R is to conserve water. The components that we have used is moisture sensor. It is a sensor that helps us to detect if the soil is dry, then the buzzer will start beeping. That will indicate to the farmer, yes, this land needs to be moistened. When it's put into the another land, it won't beep. It will indicate to the farmer that this soil is already moistened and it does not need much moisture to be filled into the soil. This is the main motive of our project is to conserve water, and through this model we want to state that we should conserve water in every aspect.
Hello, assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Sahab Ahmed Shah and my fellow Rasim Rasool Bhatt. We are representing BHS Hazratbal and our mentor is Bilkis ma'am. Today the title of our project is Smart Health Monitoring System. As we all are aware about the traditional methods of healthcare routine, the patient has to visit the clinic on the daily basis, which can be inconvenient for both as well as patient as well as for the medical staff. And the data can be easily transferred to their phone and the data can be stored and be used anywhere in the world.
I am Ifat Bint Ashraf from Medium Public School, Anantnag, and I have the project here that is Hettle fiber that is made from two main plants that are available abundantly in the area of Anantnag and Kulgam, mostly, but throughout the valley they are also available. Now we have the hemp and nettle. Hemp is known as Cannabis sativa in scientific language, while as nettle is known as Urtica dioica. So there was a problem with hemp that it contains 0.3% of the THC, that is tetrahydrocannabinol, which is used to make drugs. Secondly, nettle contains formic acid in its leaves, which causes irritation in the human skin. Now to eradicate these problems, I have found a solution. That is to make fibers out of the stems of hemp and nettle. First of all, take the hemp and the nettle, and there are many manual processes like hackling, scotching, retting, dyeing, knitting, etc., by which we are getting the hemp fibers. Then we are getting nettle fibers from the nettle stems. After combining them into 2:1 ratio, we get the hettle yarn, the final product, which we knit into different items. Like here we have a little carpet, Indian flag, and also a bag. Now the excellent qualities and the aims and objectives are: hemp and nettle, they both combine to get a fiber that is cost affordable because of the cheap raw material that we have used, that is hemp and nettle. Secondly, it's very much sustainable, it's biodegradable because of the plant's resources we have used, and also it's durable and strong, and also soft because of the two excellent qualities, that is hemp is soft and nettle is strong. So these two qualities together mix, and the aims and objectives are to provide economic opportunities and job opportunities if it is on an industrial scale. Also, it will be affordable to masses, and it will also lead the youth to use the resources in a positive way rather than in a negative.
Our project is about carbon capturing. Now, what is the aim of our project? The aim of our project is to capture the carbon dioxide that's present in the atmosphere. Since we know that there's a lot of carbon dioxide that's been emitted in the atmosphere due to industries or factories, so we are capturing that carbon dioxide, and it's utilized by different processes and is converted into graphite or graphene with the help of different chemicals. And our aim is to reduce the carbon dioxide because it is causing climatic change. Especially we are seeing in Kashmir that there is no snowfall in winters. Therefore, this is a very useful project for that purpose.
Now, explaining the basic methodology in some words. So starting with carbon capturing. First of all, carbon dioxide is captured from the atmosphere using post-combustion method. After that, it's separated from other gases using a chemical solvent. After that, liquid metal catalyst that consists of gallium, indium, cerium, tin. It's an alloy that's added to carbon dioxide, and electric current is passed, and therefore a reaction takes place, and we get carbon flakes, solid carbon flakes. And then those solid carbon flakes can further be processed into graphite and graphene. Now, why did we particularly choose graphite and graphene? Because graphene is one of the strongest metals out there, and it's very useful. So that's how our project works. Thank you very much.
वेजिटेबल्स आते हैं वो चाहते हैं कि उनका फ्रेश रहे, और वो शाम तक वो खराब हो जाता है, तो वो क्या काम करते हैं, वो उसे फेंक देते हैं, उनसे उनका लॉस इनकम हो जाता है, उनसे उनका नुकसान हो जाता है। वो चाहते हैं कि कुछ ऐसा होना चाहिए जो हमारी चीज़ उसमें सेफ रहे, फ्रेश रहे। तो उसके लिए हम लेकर आए सोलर पैनल वेजिटेबल कार्ट। इस काम करता है, ये आप देख सकते हैं नीचे, ये आप नीचे देख सकते हैं। हम यहाँ इस आइस रखेंगे जिससे हमारे वेजिटेबल्स एंड फ्रूट्स को जिससे कूलिंग मिलती रहेगी, जस्ट लाइक अ फ्रिज। इससे क्या होगा कि जो हमारे वेजिटेबल्स एंड फ्रूट्स है वो फ्रेश रहेंगे। जो वेंडर्स होते हैं वो अपने जो वेजिटेबल्स होते हैं जो उनको एक दिन में चाहिए होता है, जितना उनका शाम तक खर्च हो जाता है, वो इसमें सेफ रख सकते हैं।
Today I have made project based on ultrasonic sensor. I have used ultrasonic sensor and servo and Arduino in this project, and coding is done of that type as if any object comes behind this ultrasonic sensor, it detects and changes its way to move where it finds the free place to move. जैसे इसमें ऐसी प्रोग्राम की गई है कि अगर अल्ट्रासोनिक सेंसर के सामने कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट आए 10 सेंटीमीटर के एरिया में, तो ये डिटेक्ट करता है और अपनी डायरेक्शन और रोटेट करता है सर्वो मोटर की मदद से, और वहाँ घूमता है जहाँ से फ्री स्पेस मिले।
100 ml, and for every 100 ml of that used oil or that waste oil, we are using 20 milliliters of ethanol plus 1 gram of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. We have to prepare the solution and then we have to mix in the heated up oil, and after that we have to give it a water bath for an hour, and then we have to let it settle down for a day so the glycerol settles down and the upper layer of biodiesel is there, and then after further filtration processes we get our product, that is our biodiesel, which is really eco-friendly and it produces 78% less carbon dioxide emission than the normal diesel.
Hello everyone, I am Zoha Binti Manzoor and I am representing Ives Garden Educational Institute. My model is Smart Irrigation System. In this Smart Irrigation System, I have used a battery, regulator, relay, DC pump, and the main component of the system is sensor. When the soil moisture is low, when the soil is dry, the water will start flowing. I'll just explain it to you how. The water will start flowing, and when the moisture will rise above 30%, the water will stop flowing. This is the basic module, and this prototype will be used in our homes. When there will be no one in our home, our pots get dry. This was the main problem which I faced in my home as well. The pots used to get dry, so this automatic system will help us in keeping the moisture content of the pots, flower pots, as well as I can use it in the home kitchen gardens. In home kitchen gardens, I can use it in large scale so that the moisture content will be met. Thank you.
My name is Aruj, representing the ICRA Educational Institute. Today I will be presenting my model, which is based on the gravitational force. Gravitational force is a fundamental force in the universe. It is a force which can make an apple to fall on the ground and make us able to walk on the earth. The Isaac Newton formulated a law to describe the gravitational law between the two objects. It states that the force between the two objects is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the distance between them. And to demonstrate this law, I have placed the two objects with different masses, and also, as we can see here, the greater one is attracting the smaller one because it has its larger mass. In conclusion, I would say that my project is showing the existence of the gravitational force and its relation with mass and acceleration.